Don Jr. would have you believe that he alone can bring back the old school Mad Men style exclusive fancy clubs for really cool guys. And that's what he plans to do in DC. But new reporting is indicating that it might not be quite as cool as you think, and might in fact not be worth the $500,000 he's gonna charge you to be part of this club. So this is executive branch. That's his cool bar, okay? And the place that it's being built in, it's supposed to open later this year. We'll see if that actually happens. It was once home to the Clubhouse D.C. It was a billiards bar known for its Tuesday trivia nights, Saturday karaoke, and $5 green tea whiskey shooters. And I want you to keep all of that in your mind as I reveal what this place is gonna be like, because I'm gonna make the case to you that they should have just left it as the Clubhouse DC, because that sounds pretty fun. I'd love to play some pool, do a shooter or two, little bit of trivia. That sounds like a lot of fun. You know what sounds like less fun? This stupid club for right-wing billionaires. So what they've got is a place in a complex known as Georgetown Park, which if you're not from the area, I'm not, by the way, sounds cool. Georgetown Park. I don't know, Georgetown sounds pretty nice or whatever. Yeah, maybe not as exclusive as you think. It's home right now to a Department of Motor Vehicles office, a Gold's Gym, an H&M, and a TJ Maxx discount store outlet. Now, no shame on any of those. Very cool places, you can get great discounts. Maybe they've got a Home Goods attached. I don't know, I love getting mugs and stuff at Home Goods. But the DMV and Gold's Gym doesn't necessarily scream high class luxury. The guys on Succession weren't often partying next door to an H&M, at least as far as I can remember, but that's what it's gonna be like. And on the first level of the parking garage, that's where you can sneak in if you're a member without having to go on the street. There's also an Avis and a budget rental car business, which again, that doesn't sound as much luxury as budget. I mean, budget's literally in the name. Discount is literally in the name. And yet these people are gonna be spending $500,000 for this. Well, we have some pics of the exterior. Us peasants are not allowed into the interior to see what it looks like, but here is the portal where you'll enter from the street. You walk through there, whatever. You can see a little shot of the outside. And you can also see that these are residences as well, and we'll certainly get to that. But as of right now, the little that we know is that the top tier membership will cost $500,000. You know what you could get for that? You could be a member at Gold's Gym for like 700 years. Instead, you just get access to this club. And it's gonna be capped at 200, and apparently the demand has already exceeded that. And you know what? I'm gonna say, I accept that. I don't doubt that at all. I mean, after all, the point is you're a billionaire, you're a foreign national or whatever. You give $500,000 to the son of the president to be able to schmooze with him. That's access, that's power, that's worth something. It's also, by the way, petty corruption. I mean, Hunter Biden, you'll recall, there was years of theories about the fact that he might have gotten a job because people wanted access to Joe Biden. He might have had a call with Joe Biden or something. They're gonna write a check for $500,000 to Don Jr. Obviously not because they want the green tea shooters or whatever, if they keep those on the menu, but because they want influence over the Trumps. And this is all legal. Again, as I always say, campaign finance laws have nothing to do with this. You could just do that. They could charge next year $1 million. They could charge $10 million. And there are definitely enough Saudis and Qataris or whatever that'll write those checks, because that's how corruption works. And they call this right-wing populism. They call this anti-elite as they're doing this. I call it something different. Now, we don't know what it's gonna look like inside. They say they brought in $10 million worth of art. Of course, it's Don Jr. that's choosing it. I'm assuming that it's $10 million of the most tasteless art imaginable. We'll see. There's lounge spaces, a VIP section. By the way, this is how terminally messed up these people are. It costs $500,000 to go to this place. And even inside of that, there's a VIP section. It never ends for these people. The need to stratify down into smaller and smaller sections. That, by the way, is literally, this is for my Frasier heads, that is literally a plot point of an episode of Frasier that they pay to get into a private club and it has a room that they're not allowed into. That's what they're acting out in DC right now. But don't worry, they're just like you and me. Isn't it good that we have representatives of the everyman in the White House these days?